outside of the game?
Yeah, we didn't talk about it as a team pregame. I was talking with my husband about it. I saw it only this morning, but I mean, it's a scary time that we're living in, honestly. Like the things that are going on in our country, like taking democracy away from the land of the free, like that is supposed to be our slogan. It's really scary, especially to raise a kid in an environment like this where, she has less rights than I had growing up, less rights than the people before us, and it's continuing to go down. It looks like it's trending downwards, like it's getting worse. So very, very scary. It does, like you said, put basketball into perspective. It's not the most important thing. Yeah, I mean, I think Coach said this too, but especially as athletes, we have a platform, and I think we need to use it to speak out against things like this. This is not politics. This is real, like, this is life and morality and human rights, reproductive rights, women's rights. This is not politics. So I think it's really important to stand up for and fight against these things.
And also, this being a game that honors Simone, another thing that can distractions not the right word, but part of the festivities that aren't always with a normal game. But you mentioned having it being a great opportunity to have her in practice yesterday and her being around. Just what did it mean to go out and perform like that, especially the first half, right after honoring Simone and having her be in the house with the Lynx again today?
I think it just puts kind of like, as Courtney likes to say, a battery in our back. Especially having the alum there. You want to make them proud. They were in the house that they built brick by brick, and we want to make sure that we're doing right by them. We want to go out and show what we can do. And yeah, just make sure that they're proud of what they've been able to accomplish and that we are trying to continue their legacy.
Courtney, earlier this year, you mentioned Simone as a person who you looked up to, is her mid-range mastery. Obviously, a lot of similarities in your game. And I know you got to play against her, but just how fun of an experience is it for you to connect with her as a current Lynx, former Lynx, and have a game like that honors her today?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's exactly what Fee said. They built this, right? And now we're just trying to continue on the legacy. So anytime we can come out and play some good basketball in front of the ones who paved the way for us, it's always a great feeling.
How much of what we saw in the first quarter was, in a way, kind of a direct result to what happened in Seattle in terms of trying to get back on the track?
I mean, that's exactly what it was. We knew we had to reset, and that's exactly what we did at practice. We went back to our fundamentals, pressuring the ball. I think you saw that. Everybody saw that, like how we came out and just our defensive intensity. I think that was our point of emphasis at practice, and I think we definitely related to the game.
I mean, they scored 50 points in the paint the other night. Seattle, LA is another team that loves to get the ball inside. Today was you guys scoring 50 and then 30. And just talk about the difference in the defensive performance by the team from a few days ago to today.
Yeah, I mean, I think the paint is always a point of emphasis for us and trying to keep them out of that. They have a lot of good paint players. I think we really struggled putting them on the line. We were fouling a lot. They outshot us, some of it. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, so I think it was definitely in our minds, we didn't perform the way we wanted to in Seattle. And so we came out correct in this game. And I think we had a little bit of a drop in that second half, but we see glimpses of what this team's capable of. We just really need to lock in on making sure we're doing that for 40 minutes because it's so good when we do.
For Courtney, you've been campaigning for your teammate to be MVP all year. She was out today and matches LA in points in the first half by herself.
Hell yeah. Lord have mercy. She a problem. What I told you on the bench. Tell me what I told you on the bench. You remember?
No. Your problem? I don't know.
I said, you that one.
Oh, yeah.
She sat down and I said, I can't believe you really that one. I mean, we be sometimes like just seeing what she do out there, bro. It's like, damn, I'm a part of this. It's like, I'm really seeing this girl go crazy and I'm her teammate. So I'm gonna keep campaigning for her, man. The numbers don't lie. Obviously our team not as good as we is if she don't show up the way she show up every game, every practice, every day. So come on, man. Everybody gotta see it. It ain't rocket science.
Another question for you, Courtney. Coach was just mentioning, Coach Cheryl, I think that you had a conversation with Coach Way about just getting off to a hotter start, really controlling the game. Minutes. Could you tell us a little bit about that and just what allowed you to come out and do that today?
Yeah, no, I mean, Wade didn't even tell me to come out hot. She just told me to focus on being the best communicator and the best defender on the floor. She literally said, like, those are my two goals for you. Be the best defender on the floor and be the best communicator. So that was my two main focuses. Obviously my matchup was Plum, so I was like, all right, I can't play with that girl. I gotta come out and really bring it to her. So I mean, obviously I'm the top of it, so I got to make sure I come out and I pressure the ball because that's a domino effect with my teammates. When they see I'm up and I'm active and I'm getting after it, that make them get up and make them get active. So yeah, I just wanted to take some pride in that, and I'm gonna continue to keep taking pride in it.
Both of us, Courtney, you guys have both talked about kind of the legacy of the 2010s that existed here, the house that they built, and continuing that legacy. Obviously, you weren't a part of that team specifically, but you've had a chance to interact with a lot of them over the last few years with the banner ceremonies and obviously with Rebecca, Lindsay on staff. But I'm curious, when you think back to that group and what you guys have now, what are like the most common or like the biggest similarities of things both on and off the court that you think you most share with that group?
I would say the pride that we have in our team and like the fundamental of defense. Like, yes, we aren't doing exactly what we want for 40 minutes every game. That's something we're working on. But when we are successful and why we're have been successful for the past year and this season as well is because of defense. And that is something that they are known for. They made the Lynx known for their defense. And I think the way we carry ourselves too, just the way that we are so united as a team, the way we genuinely care about each other and get along. They talk about those same stories from when they were here playing. And so I think like it's not a secret what success is. It's chemistry on and off the court, like a passion to want to play for your teammates. And that directly translates to defense because defense is all effort stuff.
Ola scored her first points tonight, and you two looked like you were going a little extra on the bench. Just how exciting was that to see Ola get those points?
Oh man, it was super exciting, man. She worked so hard.
Yeah.
She worked so hard, man, and she's such a sweet kid. So to see her energy, to see her get out there and go get her one, man, we was super hyped for her.
Cheryl said she needs to know someone who speaks Russian so they can translate what she said after it. Did Ola disclose to you guys what she said after that basket?
It must have been bad because she said she can't.
She
repeat
said she
it.
can't say it.
And then Court, last one for me, but there was a lot of pink wigs in the stands today.
Come on now.
I mean,
Oh my God,
what
there's
can you
so
say
many.
to those, what do you say to those fans that are like that supportive of UNC?
Oh man, we love them. We love them, man. Shout out Stubbuzz. I'm glad you brought it up. But yeah, man, we love it, man. They put that battery in our back. We love to see the signs. We love to see the hair. So, man, we loving it. We in bliss right now.
Someone who might be able to translate what Ola said would be Masha. Made her target time city tonight, 11 points off the bench. Didn't miss a shot until the very end. Just what was like how did you assess her performance tonight? And what's it like having her as a teammate?
I really like Masha. I mean, she's so solid.
Facts.
I really like Masha.
Facts.
This is what we've been seeing every day in practice. Like, I hope she starts to get more minutes. She's just really solid. Like, she does what she's supposed to do, makes the shots that she's supposed to, makes the defensive plays that she's supposed to. You can just tell that even though she hasn't played in the W very long, like she's very. Would she give you MVP or something, or like the number one player? Like, she's very acclaimed overseas. Like, she has that experience even if it's not in our league, and you could tell in the way that she carries herself and the way that she plays. So I really like her.
Facts.
And last one for me, Fee, is that the first time you've ever had points deducted in the middle of a
possession?
Yeah.
Yeah, we lost
Was there
points and a
any,
possession.
Explanation. Everything we got still said Lynx were the bonus, so we didn't get any kind of
Yeah.
explanation. So just curious if you got such an explanation.
They said that apparently we were not in the bonus. So I don't know. You have to take it up with the referee committee. I don't know what happens over there.
This was your guys' first opportunity to bounce back from a loss first season. What transpired from leaving Seattle to now kind of with the team in terms of what you wanted to see? How do you feel like you kind of maybe passed that test coming back from the first loss of the season?
I think just a disappointment. No one expects to go undefeated for an entire season. You're going to lose. But I think the way we lost was really tough. Just losing in a way that we lost where we weren't playing to our identity, which I've said is defense, And so I think that's really tough. And so we wanted to come out, especially on a day like today where we're celebrating Simone. It's the day after that loss. A lot of our alumni are here. We wanted to prove that that's not who we are. And come out tonight and show who we are and make them proud in that way. And so I feel like that is what we came out and did in that first half, especially.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.